This video is related to the part 1 of science and technology current affairs that are related to the month of April, right? We have covered all the sources that have been given here. Let's begin the first question. World's first and only global center for traditional medicine is at which place? They are asking world's first and only global center for traditional medicine. Option 1 Jamnagar, Gujarat. Second Geneva, Switzerland. Third Chennai, Tamil Nadu. And fourth Brussels, Belgium. Right? The answer here is Jamnagar, Gujarat. See, in this type of question, whenever there are options that are related to India and if they are asking for world's first, then do remember at most of the times the answer will be in terms of India. Right, at that time you can eliminate these two options because those are out of India. Now the remaining options are only two, so you have came to 50-50 percentage. Now if at all you know the answer, then it is better for you, or else you need to take a guess or a risk and take a chance. Next question. Consider the following statements. 71% of country, that is in India, is predominantly rural. Second, doctor to patient ratio in India is 1:1456. That means for each and every 1456 patients, there is only one doctor. If Ayush practitioners are added, then the above ratio will come down to 1:800. That means for each 800 patient, one doctor will be there. If at all we add Ayush practitioners, right? Which of the following statements are correct? 1 only, 2 only, both 1 and 2, sorry, it's none of the above, right? Both 1 and 2 or none of the above? No, both 1 and 2 and all of the above, right? All of the above. See, if you have read thoroughly, then it will get to know that the answer is 4. That is one on all of the above. 71% of India is predominantly rural. Doctor to patient ratio is 1:1456, and Ayush practitioners it is 1:800. T and CM frequently appears in news. It stands for traditional Chinese medicine, traditional and complementary medicine, traditional and Chinese medical association, and fourth one technical contract manufacturer. Right, here the right answer is traditional and complementary medicine. This was in news recently because WHO has said that if at all we follow T and CM, we should provide some rules in order to follow these TMCMs, that is traditional and complementary medicine. Then it will be very easy to universalize the health system, right? The UN Sustainable Development Goals, out of the 17 sustainable goals, there is also called as universal health system, right? This can be achieved by this traditional and complementary medicine, and therefore WHO has recommended for that. Next, health comes under which list? First one, union list, concurrent list, state list, none of the above, right? The health comes under state list. Do remember, health comes under state list. This was in news recently because the 15th Finance Commission headed by N.K. Singh, right, they have recommended that this health should be withdrawn from the state list and it should be put to the concurrent list. And do remember, these all lists comes under the 7th schedule of the Indian Constitution. 7th schedule of the Indian Constitution. One health pilot project has been launched by Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying in first one Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Karnataka, and fourth one Assam. Here the right answer is Uttarakhand. In Uttarakhand, one health pilot project has been launched by Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying, and it comes under Ministry of Husbandry and Dairying. It comes under Ministry of Husbandry and Dairying. Next question. Recently, Inter-Ministerial One Health Committee was formed. It is chaired by first one Ministry of Husbandry and Dairying, second Prime Minister, third Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India, and fourth Cabinet Secretary. Here the right answer is Principal Scientific Advisor to Government of India. He will be heading the Inter-Ministerial One Health Committee. Next question. Consider the following statement. There is an internationally agreed definition of One Health, and on that basis, One Health pilot project has been launched by Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Second, Wildlife Conservation Society introduced the term One World, One Health in 2007. Which of the following statements are correct? 1 only, 2 only, 1 and 2, all of the above? Sorry, it's none of the above. It's not all of the above, it's none of the above. So here the right answer is 2 only, right? Because there is no any internationally definition of One Health, right? Internationally we don't have any definition on One Health, and therefore the first statement is wrong, whereas the Wildlife Conservation Society introduced the term One World, One Health in 2007 itself. Next, Manhattan, Manhattan, Manhattan principles recently seen in news are: first one, intergovernmental agreement on CO2 emission in order to restrict warming to 2 degrees Celsius by 2100. Second, these are non-binding principles to be followed during dumping of hazardous waste. Third, these are 12 principles given by WCS for OWOH. Fourth one, principles to be followed during transplantation of organs from animals to human beings. So here the right answer is, these are the 12 principles that are given by WCS for OWOH. What is WCS? See, it is nothing but Wildlife Conservation Society, and OWOH is nothing but One World, One Health. In order to achieve One World, One Health, the WCS has given 12 principles, and these 12 principles are nothing, they are called as Manhattan Principles. Consider the following statement. 60% of pathogens that cause diseases like COVID-19 originate from domestic animals or wildlife. Second, 75% of emerging human pathogens are animal origin. And third, each night about 800 million people go to bed hungry. That means by starving itself they will go to sleep because they don't have any food to eat. Which of the following statements are correct? 3 only, 1 and 3, 1 and 2, all of the above. Here the right answer is all of the above, right? 60% of pathogens that cause diseases like COVID-19, they originate from domestic animals, right? Not wild animals, or from both, that is wild animals as well as domestic animals. Next, 75% of emerging human pathogens are animal origin. Next, each night 800 million people go to bed hungry. Just imagine the poverty that is all over world, right? That means we are too lucky to get 2 times of foods. That is more than enough, right? Next question. WASH was in news recently. It stands for Wash, Sanitation and Hygiene. Wash, Sanitation and Hygiene. Next, Women ASHA workers for sustained assistance in health. Third, Water, Aqua, Seismic Hydrological Activity. Fourth, Warehouse Assistance in Storehousing. So, the right answer here is Wash, Sanitation and Hygiene. Wash, Sanitation and Hygiene. It is nothing but abbreviation of WASH. Next question. Consider the following statements regarding SFDR. First flight of SFDR developed under Indo-Russian Research and Development Project. Second, SFDR stands for Solid Fuel Ducted Ramjet. SFDR uses oxygen from atmosphere and there is no need of oxidizers. Which of the following statements are correct? 3 only, 1 and 3, 1 and 2, all of the above, right? Here the right answer is all of the above. The first SFDR, that is nothing but Solid Fuel Ducted Ramjet. It was developed under Indo-Russia Research and Development Project, and SFDR uses oxygen from atmosphere and there is no need of oxidizers. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.